Good morning, everyone. My name is Jyoti Prakash, and I am going to tell the story about the Colosseum. So, let's go. So, we were at Strict for Amazing Memory. Let's start. I picked up my phone and immediately called the principal. Hello, I squeaked. Am I speaking to Mr. Stuart Strickfer? Stilton. Geronimo Stilton, a deep voice replied. Is it really you? The one who always sat in the back of the class, the one who used to throw spitballs at the mouselet with golden braids, who sat in the third desk on the right in the second row, the one who could never remember when Rome was founded, and the one I was about to hold back in the fifth grade because he was always daydreaming in self-study, that Geronimo Stilton. So he's telling that there was a phone that was picked immediately when it was called by the principal. And then he squeaked like, hello, am I speaking to Mr. Schwarzschickfer? And then he replied like, Stilton, is that Geronimo Stilton? And then a deep voice replied. With a deep voice he replied, is it really you? He thought if it was him. Then he thought that the one who always sat in the back of the class, so he thought he was the one who always sat back in the class and the one who always throws spitballs at the mouselet with some golden blades and who sat in the third desk on the right in the second row. Yeah, the one who couldn't remember when Rome was founded. He thought that the one like he could never remember what was Rome, when was Rome founded, and that's because he was about to hold back in fifth grade, but he was always now daydreaming instead of studying that Geronimo Stilton. Yeah. So here's the picture. Now over here, I was flabbergasted. Holy cheese, what an excellent memory. He had recognized me by my voice, and he had remembered everything about me down to that mouselet I had a crush on. Yes, Mr. Schickfer, it's me, Stilton, Geronimo Stilton. I can't believe you still remember me. Are you kidding, Stilton? He replied with a chuckle. Stuart Schickfer never forgets a snout, a name, or a grade. Gulp! Was it possible he really remembered my terrible history grade? Look at that. It's written, Geronimo Stilton, report card. History D, Geography B, English B+, Math B, Science B+, Music B, Performing Arts A, Rat Art History A-, Technology B+, Physical Education B-. So it was like he was flabbergasted. He was like, wow, what an excellent memory he had. He recognized me, like in the voice, he recognized me. And then he remembered everything about me, and down to that mouse that I had a crush on. Yeah. Oh, yes, Mr. Strickfer, it's me, Stilton Geronimo Stilton. He replied, yes, Strickfer, it's me, Stilton Geronimo Stilton. And then he couldn't believe at all that you remembered me. And then he's like, are you kidding, Stilton? He replied with a chuckle. He's like, are you kidding? Are you joking, Stilton? He replied with a chuckle. He never forgets a grade, snout, name. Gulp, was it possible he really remembered my terrible history grade? He was like, wait, what? Is it possible that he really remembered my his terrible history grade? Yeah. Next, I remember perfectly well that you struggled with history until I got you to improved. He continued. Do you remember when I took the class to Rome on a school trip? You started doing pretty well right after that. In fact, your history grade that year was an A. Yes, you're right. I agreed. Thank you for taking me on that trip. I recalled how much that visit had changed my outlook on history. Mr. Shikfer had helped me learn to love and appreciate the past. I could still recall him tearing up as he stood outside the Colosseum and told our class about its historical significance. Gladiator fought in this arena. Romans sat on these steps, and Rome's most popular shows took place here. Mr. Strickfer had squeaked passionately. Close your eyes and pretend you gone back to in time. So in this page, it's saying that, oh, I remember perfectly about when you struggle history. And then he's like, I know I got you to improve. Continued. Do you still remember? I took the class to Rome on a school trip, and then you started doing pretty well after that. In fact, that year his history grade was A. He was like, yes, he was. Yeah, Geronimo Stilton replied that, yes, you're right, indeed. He's like, thank you for taking me on that trip. And then he's like, I recalled how much that visit had changed my outlook on history. He knew that Mr. Strickfer had helped me to learn, appreciate the past, and he could still recall him tearing up as he stood outside the Colosseum and told our class about its historical significance. He told that he could recall as he was standing out of the Colosseum and told our class about the historical significance. And then he's like, gladiators form in this arena, Romans sat on these steps, and Rome's most popular shows took place here. Mr. Stickfer had squeaked passionately. Now it says, close your eyes. You pretend you've gone back in time. He's like, close your eyes, pretend you've gone back in time. Now it's saying, imagine you see the senators and the emperor surrounded by his trusted men. Now pretend you can smell the bread the Romans love to eat, and pretend you can hear the cheering crowd. History isn't dead, it's alive, and it's fabulous. Studying history is just like traveling through time. From then on, history had become my favorite subject. Suddenly, I had a revelation. Principal Structure, I was just calling to let you know that you don't have to worry about my nephew Benjamin's history. Okay, it's saying that. Sorry, 1 minute. It's saying that close your eyes and pretend you've gone back in time. Yeah, and then he's like, imagine in the mind, imagine if you see the senators, emperors surrounded by his trusted men, and now pretend that you smell. 1 minute. Please wait. And yeah, so he's like, imagine when you see the senators, emperors surrounded by his trusted men. Now you have to pretend that if you can smell the bread, the smell of the bread the Romans love to eat, and pretend you can hear the cheering crowd. Isn't dead, it's alive, and it's fabulous. So studying history is just like traveling through time. From then on, history had become my favorite subject. So he's like, oh my god, history. Like you have to pretend bread the Roman love to eat, and then you have to pretend you can hear the cheering crowd in Rome. But history isn't dead, it's still alive. And then it's also very much beautiful and fabulous. It's saying studying history is just like traveling through time. That's correct. From then, history had become Geronimo's favorite subject. Yeah. Suddenly, I had a revelation. So he's like, I had a revelation, and I was like, and Principal Strickfer, he responded, I was just calling to let you know that you don't have to worry about my nephew Benjamin's history grade. I'm gonna help him improve it by doing what you did with me years ago and taking him on a trip to Rome. He's like, you don't have to worry about my nephew's Benjamin history grade. I'm taking him to Rome to improve him. What you did with me years ago. He's like, then I hung up the phone and called Benjamin right away. He hung the phone and called Benjamin right away. Hi, nephew, I squeaked. I know you're having a hard time in school right now, but don't worry, I'll help you learn all about ancient Rome, and we will do it while having fun. We're going to visit Rome together, and soon you will have a much easier time remembering all the most important historical events that happened there. Your cousin Trappy will join us too. Pack your bags, we're leaving in the morning. Um, so he's like, he hung up the phone immediately and he's like, called Benjamin right away. That, hi nephew, he's telling. I know you're having a hard time in school, yeah? But don't worry, I'll help you learn all about ancient Rome and we'll do it by having fun. We are going to visit Rome together and soon you'll have a much easier time remembering all the most important historical events that happened there. He's like, we'll, you know, he's having a hard time in school right now, but he doesn't have to worry. So he'll learn about all ancient Rome. He'll have fun. He'll visit Rome together. He'll have much easier time remembering all important historical events. He's like, your cousin Trappy will join us too. Pack your bags. We're leaving in the morning. So he's like, his cousin Trappy will also join him. And then he's like, pack the bags and we are leaving in the morning. And then the next day, the three of us were on our way to Rome. We boarded a special non-stop flight to Italy that included unlimited pizza throughout the entire trip. Yummy! So it's like the next day, the three of us right on the way to Rome. So they boarded a special non-stop flight to Italy that included unlimited pizza throughout the entire trip. Yum! Yum, I can't wait to go to Italy. Anyways, I just ate pizza right now. Trappy is Benjamin's cousin and his good friend. She looks a lot like Trap. Look. Yeah, actually, look at it. She actually looks like Trap. Next, a guide to Rome. Italy is a country in South Central Europe that is shaped like a boot and has a long coastline on the Mediterranean Sea. So it's saying that Italy is a country. It's a country on South Central Europe that is shaped like a boot. It's shaped like a boot and it is a long coastline of Mediterranean Sea. It's saying the capital of Italy is Rome, a city with more than 2,800,000. Am I reading it correct? I think so. Yeah. 2,800,000 residents. The earliest Roman settlements were built on 7 hills. He's like, Rome, the capital of Italy is Rome, and it is a city with so much residents. And it is the earliest Roman settlements were built on 7 hills. The busy city is full of monuments, means this busy city is full of monuments, archaeological ruins, including the famous Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel, the Pantheon, and the Spanish Steps. Wow, look at that. So he's saying that Rome may be a large, busy city, but it also has many parks and gardens where visitors can go to relax. Each park in Rome is named after the family that built it and used to live there. So it's saying that this Rome, it's a large, busy city, and it has also a lot of parks and gardens where visitors can go to relax, play and all. And each park in Rome is named after the family that built it there, used to live. So there are many palaces in Rome, including the Palazzo Chigi, the official home of the Prime Minister of Italy. It's telling that there are many palaces also in Rome, including the Palazzo Chigi, the official home of Prime Minister of Italy. Yeah, many palaces. Okay, thank you. That's the end of this session. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye. Meet you next.